A 71 CUDA, plum crazy purple. This guy wants 14 grand. What?
In this crash out segment, there are people who, like my friend Adam, and we'll get to my friend Adam, who they dare to drive their VWs long distances. And there are people who just drive locally, but they get out and drive and they get out and drive. And then there are people who they invest in art and they treat their cars like a piece of art and they just don't drive their cars and they have a different mentality. Our story today, I think, is interesting because I think it demonstrates the difference between these two mindsets. Because I wasn't at Kicking It Old School over this weekend, I was at home fixing my bus, as we often do, in the garage or in the shop. We sit down and check our phone, check Facebook. Look, I end up scrolling for 45 minutes before I actually get to work. I saw a video on Facebook from my friend Adam. I open up my phone and I come across this video from my friend Adam, he's the owner of Seward Speed Shop in, I believe it's Rockford, Illinois. Apologize if I got that wrong. Adam has been on my channel before. Him and Tanner McDonald. We did an interview after the Bernie the Bug saga. So for context, and this is what I mean about drivers, what Adam did 2 years ago, built a drag race bug in Illinois, and they drove it from Illinois all the way to Medford, Oregon for Ohana Reunion. And then they suffered a catastrophic failure. I've interviewed them and they've shared their side of that story on this channel. But these are good guys. The kind of guys who they see an event and they say, we're Volkswagen guys. Our Volkswagen can drive 2,400 miles. I like that. I respect that. Since then, Adam Kottke entered what's called the Empi Engine Battle. The Empi Engine Battle is put on by Empi, of course. The idea is if you buy, as an engine builder, you buy all of your engine parts from Empi, and Empi holds a contest to see who gets the most power, who builds the most powerful engine. My friend Adam here won the Empi Engine Battle contest last year. So I believe he is the defending champion. Maybe I have that wrong. Apologies if I have that detail wrong, but Adam is a serious contender in this Empi Engine Battle. When I was scrolling through Facebook, I saw this.
What's going on, everybody? Unfortunately, we have to make an announcement that I really don't want to have to make, but it has to be done. We will not be competing in the 2026 Empi Engine Battle this year. The rules were laid out 9 months ago. I questioned the rules within 20 minutes of them being released. It was Evo 10.
Now, Randy, I don't know anything about Evo 10. Do you know anything about Evo 10 fuel?
I don't believe I've heard of it before this whole thing.
105 octane, highly oxygenated, unleaded race fuel. This fuel pushes the unleaded octane limit to new heights using highly refined ingredients. Evo 10 produces a 17% horsepower gain against 93 pump gas. Contains ethanol. Suffice it to say, this is a very specific kind of race fuel.
I started designing the engine around running this highly oxygenated Evo fuel. And a lot goes into that. A lot of your engine design changes based on the fuel that you're planning on running. And mine did. We've had 7 correspondences with Empi over this fuel, verifying that this is still the fuel. Yes, this is the fuel.
Did you catch that? 7 correspondences with Empi verifying that this is the fuel that they chose? That sounds pretty committed to me. If someone says something 7 times, I think they're pretty committed to that's what it's going to be. That's how it's going to be.
That's a safe assumption to make, you would think.
Yes, the fuel is coming. Yes, the fuel is here. Yes, this is the fuel we are using. There's some competitors that have spent an unbelievable amount of money including us, just to get this fuel to test with.
Just an AI review from Google. Sunoco Evo 10 costs roughly $800 for a 54-gallon drum before delivery.
How much?
$800
Oh my god.
for a 55-gallon drum. What's I feel it sounds like $16 a gallon. Let me check. 800 divided by 55 is 14 and a half. So you can call it $15 a gallon to get this fuel. So we understand it's going to be this fuel, and these guys made an investment. We're all on board here, right?
We spent 3 days in the dyno room. Like, this is what separates engine builders from engine assemblers. People who can design something that will work around the rules and parameters of a competition like this. And that's exactly what we did. If they haven't tested this fuel, they're going to be chasing their tail. Everybody's on the same playing field. Everybody had the same opportunity to do their testing. It's too late in the game to change the rules. We're not changing the rules. 6:30 last night, our time, emails were sent out that the fuel is now being changed because, to my knowledge, one person can't get their engine to run on Evo 10.
Sharing his opinions on why. We haven't gotten to the why yet, but after 9 months of saying this is the fuel, these are the rules, this is the rule book, we invested in this fuel, you need to invest in this fuel so you can build your engine to run this fuel, and then 4 days out from the competition, MP says, oh, nope, changing the fuel.
We have Evo 10, and they can't get their engine to run. That is not our problem. That tells me that you are not a tuner.
But this year, the contest is who produces the most torque at 5,200 RPM. Which is, if you look at any dyno sheet, 52 RPM is where the torque curve and the horsepower curve intersect. And so they're aiming for how high can you get that intersect point versus how high can you get the horsepower curve to go. We understand those are two different functions, right?
Yes.
Torque versus maximizing RPM. And this is why the fuel matters. You know, to put the power band where they want it, to maximize that torque figure. So this is a pretty big deal for Empi to be changing the fuel at figuratively the last minute. You know, at a time when these guys are they're packing their engines, shipping their engines to California and flying in this past weekend. And Empi is changing, they've changed the fuel requirements. It's absolutely wild.
Regardless, super unfortunate situation. There's a lot of time and a lot of money tied up in that engine. A lot. And
so I'm going to leave it for, you'll have to check out Seward Speed Chop if you want to check out this beast of an engine that Adam built. I don't want to spoil all the surprises for everyone, but what a bummer.
Yeah, that's a weird thing to do. Also, it's funny that guy's name is Adam because he sounds like Adam Carolla.
You think so? I don't get Adam Carolla from his voice at all.
I do, but maybe it's because you know him.
Well, maybe you can tell me who this guy sounds like. So, Adam put out this video Saturday morning saying that he's withdrawing from the Empi Engine Battle because he built this engine to run this Sunoco Evo 10. He doesn't want to run that engine on leaded 116 fuel because that changes the tuning parameters because C116 is not highly oxygenated and it doesn't have ethanol, presumably. Later that morning, in response to Adam's announcement, he went on to social media and posted this in response to Adam.
Empi, we're here at the Luftzigen show out here in Santa Anita Park. It's pretty awesome. Having a good Saturday. But something I want to talk to you seriously about, Empi Engine Battle. There was a fuel change. Everybody's going nuts. Seward Speed Shop, blah, 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 blah. So here's the scoop. Ready? I'm Rob. I'm at Empi. We're running Evo 10. Adam, happy?
What a dickhead.
God, I get such douche chills every time. I've watched this a dozen times and that still grates me. Adam, happy?
God, what a just man-child that guy is.
Alternate fuel, there will be a penalty for running alternate fuel because, as Adam pointed out, that wasn't in the rule set. So all of you hyperventilating on Instagram, let's all take a deep breath. Empi Engine Battle, still on, still going to kick ass, still going to show you what Empi dealers do with Empi parts right out of the box.
I don't know what anyone has spent. I am pulling a number out of my butt. But I would imagine, I would imagine if I myself were to enter the Empi Engine Battle, I would probably want 15 grand for a budget. I don't know how I feel about this guy being so nonchalant about. Presumably, this guy made the call on Friday to change the fuel, and now he's saying we're changing back. We're doing the Evo 10, but he's being such a dick about it to a guy who, might I remind you, has won this competition before. Supposedly, Adam is the guy that this Rob guy wants because Adam produced the most power using Empi parts. But when Adam says, hold on, let's not just change the rules at the last minute, this guy's like fucking blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, that's really shitty of the guy. One, to even call him out by name and then just say blah, blah, blah.
Sunday morning, Rob comes back to Instagram and posts this. Let's check this out.
Morning, it's Rob at Empi. It's your Sunday morning apology coming here. All the confusion, all of the vitriol about engine battle and the fuel change, that's on me. I had some bad information given to me. Unfortunately, made some bad decisions off of it. So let's set the record straight. Ready? Engine battle. EVO 10 is the only and the official fuel as stated in the rules and as accepted by all the competitors.
Now, how about that? Again, within 24 hours, he's changing the rules again.
Yeah.
He's changing them back.
Man. That's weird.
He's changing them back. In my opinion, that's the right move. I think this is the right call to make. To say, well, the rule book was published as such, so we're just gonna follow the rule book like everyone agreed to before Friday at 4 p.m.
Yeah, I think it was a good move to change it back, but that was still really shitty of him to be, calling out, "Oh, Seward Speed Shop."
Yeah, well, that's going to come up because the comments on this post on Facebook, we're gonna watch a different clip here. We're gonna listen to the first. We just heard the first 20 seconds, but I'm gonna let this one play out. But check out the comments.
Your Sunday morning apology
This was
coming
not
here.
popular.
All the confusion, all of the vitriol about engine battle and the fuel change.
Weird way to say sorry, Adam.
Information given to me.
If you're gonna make rules, stick to them.
So let's set the record straight. Ready? Engine battle.
I'm very happy to have 0 empty parts on my build. Oof.
Accepted by all the competitors. So we'll be running Sunoco EVO 10 for the engine battle. Number 2, for any builder who's got an issue with tuning to EVO 10, we are going to change.
You should probably call Adam personally.
40-minute with a maximum of 5 pulls. So bottom line is, if a builder is unhappy with these changes, the builder can withdraw from the Empi Engine Battle and get their entry fee back in full.
I like how he says, "Oh, I had some bad information given to me."
Yeah.
It's not his fault.
I feel like I've seen this before, right?
Sorry. We're sorry. We're sorry.
That's what I got out of this.
Your Sunday morning apology coming here. All the confusion, all
Just talk about an oof. In the fallout, I have an anonymous source. I have Facebook friends all over the VW world. So what do you think? What might you think would be going on behind the scenes to cause this from Empi?
I really don't know. Maybe somebody said there was some sort of shortage on fuel, or I don't know.
That was actually my first guess too, was after the last few months, maybe when Empi tried to order the fuel last week, they saw, oh, it's going to be too expensive. Let's get what we can afford. But no, as Adam pointed out in his first video, Empi stated they had purchased the fuel 9 months ago.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they purchased it and it was delayed. I don't know.
I got information from a little birdie. You know, you consider this an anonymous source, and we all know about anonymous sources. We can't take anonymous sources too seriously, but from an anonymous source, I was actually told that no, Empi does have the fuel because on Thursday, Empi opened that can of fuel for one of the competitors, and again, anonymous source. Empi definitely had the fuel on Thursday when they were allowing one of the competitors dyno time on the competition dyno using the competition fuel.
Hmm.
And evidently, according to multiple people at this point, the little birdie tells me because he couldn't tune his engine on the competition fuel on the competition dyno, he demanded that the rules be changed. I don't know who this person is. I don't know the people who were there, other than this little birdie who told me. Suffice it to say, this looks really sketchy. Does it not?
Yeah, it does.
So I bring to you this crash out. This is my crash out for the week. Empi shooting themselves in the foot over an engine battle contest because I still don't understand why, if you're putting on any event and someone comments on the event publicly, it makes sense to go public with your response. But the douche chills tone from this guy is just, I don't know how anyone, I don't think anyone is on Empi's side in this.
Hey, little